Alright, what it do, everybody? It's your boy LOG from Where There's Smoke. I'm here with another stream of Crystal Legacy, and was gonna start streaming a little earlier, but
Alright,
what it do, everybody? It's your
hold
boy
on.
LOG from Where There's Smoke. I'm here with another stream of YouTube. Sounds good. Do our sound check and audio, our video and audio rather right now. While we're at it, I'm here with another stream of YouTube. Sounds good. Rumble sounds good. And kick
Sounds
check good. And kick sounds good. Okay, everything looks good. Got that out of the way. So we're gonna do kind of a midday stream. Crystal Legacy. Um, Open discussion. Excuse me. So if there's any topics y'all want to get in while y'all at work and y'all happen to see this, just hop in and please, 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 please get in the comments and provide topics y'all want to hear me talk about tonight. And a new feature that I've been working on. Not that anyone cares about me being late midday. It's more crucial when I'm late at night. But something new I've been working on. Why I was late today. Well, for one, if you check out the new Where There's Smoke banner over here at the top, it no longer has a background behind it. So simple but small change. Here's the old one. See that? Now here's our new one. Small change, makes it look a little bit more professional. And then here's the thing I was working on. Boom. We got a call-in number. If anyone of the homies wants to call in, you can add me on Discord, and that's a little bit better. But for anyone that doesn't want to mess with all that, you can call this number. As soon as you answer, it'll say something like free call-in line or whatever, and then it'll ask you for a pin. And it is a little weird because Mr. Joe Games the first time thought it was asking for money or like some kind of credit card information. It's not asking for that. It's not asking for none of your information. It's just asking for like a pin, which is basically, I guess it's over here. It's asking for a pin, which is basically just like a password to get into the room where you can chat with me, and then I'll have that pulled up on like an internet tab, and so everyone will be able to hear it. That's listening to the podcast. So it's basically like a way to call in without you having to download any kind of app or make any account or anything. You just dial that number. As soon as you hear someone talking on there, it'll be a animated or a pre-recorded voice. You just type in the pin, which is 80 1001. 80 1001 pound, and then you'll be connected and we can talk, and we'll be live on the podcast and we can talk about the topics I'm going over. So that's a cool thing that I've been working on the last couple days. Haven't spent a lot of time on it, but a little bit of time just getting that set up. So there's that. Um, and if I get a couple different people that I feel they're calling in and enjoying it, and we find that that call-in thing is not the best, we might look for a new one. But for now, we'll try that out. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to shout out before I kind of just jump into playing. We're gonna be kind of doing a research day to day, kind of how we do when we play the Crystal Legacy, mostly just playing the game. But also, if anyone wants to jump in with any of the topics that we usually discuss or suggest topics for like a stream when we're going over stuff instead of playing a game, uh, if you want to suggest a topic for a what should I say to distinguish that between like um doing a playthrough stream and playing a game and just doing like open topics. Even though this is like a combination of open topics and gaming, I need to find another one. What the other one is what I would refer more to like a newscast, where I'm like sitting up here, I'm like, it's like academics or many other people who or like Asmongold who do their own thing. But when we do our thing, it's like our version of like the PBD show or whatever, where they're like doing a news and podcast mix. We're doing an even more mixture of streaming and news, where we're like in our house, low key, like low budget, and it just has a certain feel of or like organic to it, and but it's also like a blend of news. So I would align myself in that kind of category when I do these type of streams or the newscast type of streams. What I would call a newscast is similar to like academics or Asmongold or many other people who are doing like a combination of streaming and like a what I would think most people would probably consider like a more traditional newscast, which would be like the PBD podcast or something like that. And then there's just a more traditional podcast, which I had been doing in the beginning, but I've since kind of switched to like a hybrid thing of like academics, which I don't know what they would call, what the name for that, what those guys do would be. But anyway, I would consider what I would call a newscast would be like what I think most people would call a newscast and a stream kind of combined, more of like an Asmongold and academics. Anyway, all that blabbing. We do have a call-in number for the nighttime shows or whatever, or this show too. Uh, if any one of my homies wants to hit me up and call in, we can shoot the shit. Maybe I'll just leave it up there. Maybe I'll make it a little smaller. There we go. I'll leave it up there for a while, and then let's see. We're gonna. I do have one video to. Let's see. I do have one video to play while we're watching while we're playing the Crystal Legacy. I have a video of the PBD podcast where they're talking about the influencer, or I guess influencers with Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Nick Fuentes. So we'll kind of get their perspective, just kind of an overall rundown on this thing, and then we'll kind of give our perspective while we're playing the game. So let me put up the thing. Looks good for y'all, I think. Let me pull up the game for me so I can actually play. Let's play. Okay. Let me get on my YouTube thing to make sure that looks good, and then we'll jump into it. Man, it was not too hot this morning, but now it's hot as balls. Let's see. Put that on. Yeah, I think it looks good for y'all. Am I? Okay, cool. All right. Let's see, got my controller. There we go. All right, let's get into it. Crystal Legacy continue. It always asks us the time. It is basically 2 o'clock. Wednesday, 2 o'clock. Big brother tonight, folks. Okay, we're starting off with the lighthouse battles. Everyone's pretty evenly leveled. I am gonna try to. I was pushing for evolution, and I think I got it last time. That's why I had the experience here on Muscle, but I think I'm gonna take that from him. I'm gonna give it to Godzilla because he's the only one that hasn't evolved, and it's gonna take him more experience than anybody to get where he's going, which is 35 and eventually 55. I don't think anyone on my team is gonna be 55 when I get to the Elite Four, much less him. Let's see how much experience he has. He did start at level 2 along with Zubat. We almost should have waited on Zubat, but he was so helpful early on. But it would have been helpful to wait and like save some of that sweet XP. He has 26,000. He has 25. I guess it's not that much different. But he's 2 levels lower. He has 25. He has not that much because he gets 1.5. He has 29. I guess it's not that much different, honestly. You start thinking it is. It's definitely not less though. So I have him in front, and I also have the XP share. So if he gets switched out, like permanently for a few battles or just during a battle, he's still gonna get all the remainder basically. And then yeah, everyone's pretty tightly leveled together. Hopefully I don't think these people are gonna be beyond level 30 really very much. Okay. Oh, we did get the Quick Claw, which we have on Slowpoke or Slowking. I forgot about that. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead and play this video too. Now that I kind of got back in the rhythm of the game and know what's going on, let's kind of watch this video about the influencers.
Candace Owens slams Nick Fuentes for claiming she is coordinating with Elon Musk to attack him.
Elon, the way he said
Call
it's so weird.
streamer a sheltered theater kid. Rob, do you have a clip on this, or is it a tweet?
So I have a tweet and then a few clips as well.
Oh,
this
okay.
is the original tweet from Candace.
All right, so Nick says what? Full-blown coordinated attack on my credibility for the past week. And then she says what?
I was not paying attention. I got in battle me.
Nick talks trash about literally everyone claiming they are frauds. But when the very people he speaks about reply to him, he says, it's some high-level coordinated attack. Me coordinating with Elon Musk, LOL. Have you watched even a minute of my content? Didn't you say that I was working with Russia Tonight he'll say, defend me. They are trying to kill me. Meanwhile, I'm being sued by President of France. The Tate brothers are actually facing a coordinated multi-state level attack from various countries, and none of us are cry victimhood. I maintain Nick Fuentes is a sheltered theater kid who cries and lies pathological.
Let's give our full attention to this for a second. Let me take this Game Boy off the screen. They're saying a lot, but it's not. This is what they're reading. Oh, they're reading from Candace Owens. Let's go back. Let me start this over.
Candace Owens slams Nick Fuentes for claiming she is coordinating with Elon Musk to attack him.
Elon
Call streamer a sheltered theater kid. Rob, do you have a clip on this, or is it a tweet?
So I have a tweet and then a few clips as well. This is the original tweet from Candace.
All right. So Nick says what? Full-blown coordinated attack on my credibility for the past week. And then she says what? Laugh my ass off. Here we go again, guys. Nick talks trash about literally everyone claiming they are frauds. But when the very people he speaks about reply to him, he says, it's some high-level coordinated attack. Me coordinating with Elon Musk, LOL. Have you watched even a minute of my content? Didn't you say that I was working with Russia? Tonight he'll say, defend me. They are trying to kill me. Meanwhile, I'm being sued by President of France. The Tate brothers are actually facing a coordinated multi-state level attack from various countries, and none of us are cry victimhood. I maintain Nick Fuentes is a sheltered theater kid who cries and lies pathologically. All right. So this story, Adam, go for it.
Well, welcome to Mean Girls, Nazi edition.
Yeah, real talk.
With Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens. These two were never going to get along. If you know anything about Nick Fuentes and how he feels about women and the blacks and loud, mouthy black women, they were never going to get along. And Candace, who was a very logical actor until she got deathly stricken by the anti-Semitic bug, used to make a lot of sense. And now,
I told you that's
one
going
thing
around.
I can say about Candace, other than the anti-Semitism and the demonic stuff that she's doing, actually a nice person. But one thing I will say is follow the patterns, follow the receipts with Candace. She goes to a place, leaves after a few years. Goes to a place, leaves after a few years. Fights with somebody, leaves after a few years.
I think I tried to warn my audience in the last newscast or like non-gaming stream that I did about like not getting wrapped up in the anti-Semitic or anti-Jewish hate or hate of anybody, because that's not, if you want to like change people's minds, which is already like an uphill battle and not something that maybe, that's just a whole discussion of whether you can change someone's mind and if you should, and if you're the one that, like, who made you the one that knows. Like, if you feel like you should be changing someone's mind, that means you think you know what's right, and who made you the one that knows what's right. So it just turns into a whole thing. But if you think you do know what's right and you do want to change someone's mind, you're never going to do that by hating them or being negative towards them. You're going to do that by trying to be understanding of their side and seeing why they see it their way and why they don't see it your way. And then maybe you can try to build a bridge or just like show them love. And then maybe eventually when they see that they're wrong, if they were wrong, if you're wrong, then you were loving the whole time. And it's like, okay, you have grace to where you can admit that you were wrong. And because you weren't so hard body on your thing, you can say, okay, I was wrong. And like, because you showed grace, they'll likely, hopefully be more graceful when you change your mind. But if they ever awaken and come around to changing their mind, they'll be like, wow, even when I was wrong, this person treated me like a human being the way I would want to be treated. They didn't push me around or try to force me into it or cut me down or call me names or hate on me or wish violence upon me or enact violence upon me. They showed me love and understanding even when they knew I was wrong. Like, let's say in a scenario where you're right and the other person's wrong, they're going to think even when they knew I was wrong, they showed patience and love. And it can be a thing that brings y'all even closer together when and if that person does ever admit that you're right, or vice versa. But if the people in the discussion don't show love, there's no room. Like, it's going to be a lot harder to ever change someone's mind that way. Because then you're dealing with all the other obstacles that I talked about. If it's even your job to change someone's mind, if you're supposed, like, if their minds are meant to be changed by someone else, and all this kind of other stuff about like really how that goes and if that's supposed to work. Because I've seen through trying to change people's minds through discussions and stuff, and then talking about that actual topic, that it's not easy to change someone's mind unless they already have an open mind. So then it's like, did you really even change it? So it's round it all to say it's very hard to change someone's mind, and you know, going with love instead of facts, and or even worse than that, which is like hate or negative stuff, is never the way to go. I lean on the side of love, which sounds cheesy, but it opens the door. You can still give them facts, but in a loving way. That way, if things ever change, you leave space for yourself to gracefully change your mind, and you open the door for them to feel like they can change their mind and still be cool with you, and you gracefully accept it and not be like, oh, I told you so, ha ha ha. Like, if it's all loving, then they might feel more open to sharing. Even if they change their mind, they might not want to share it with you because, like, oh, he's going to hold it over my head that he knew he was right. They might feel more open to sharing that they changed their mind. And it's just all the stuff that can bring you and that person closer and make it more likely that they will change their mind, if ever, if you're loving versus being negative. So that's my whole thing on not getting caught up in the Jew hate or hate of anyone. And that's a big thing they're pushing right now.
These people don't play well with others. They're talented. They're smart. They have opinions. They know how to galvanize their audience. They know how to entertain. But they're not going to be part of a team.
Let's pull the
There's
Pokemon
no
back
way
up.
that Candace and Nick Fuentes were going to have a happy ending overall. It's almost like entertainers and rap beef. They're going to shoot their shots. They're going to do their thing.
What I want to know
this
is
will end
what
very
happened
ugly.
here. That's what I want to know. What happened here?
That's what I want
Vibes
to
Who
know.
called who out? Rob, Vinny, what do you know about what happened here?
Okay, so
Nice,
I
they
mean,
gave us some good
in July
experience.
when Candace was on the Tucker Carlson show, she said the conversation it was great. However, when
Which
it
way did I go
aired,
This is
from?
after the Nick Fuentes conversation.
yeah,
I think
and
I
then
came from
Fuentes
up.
said he called Owens in anger, cursing at her
Nope.
because she did a 180 in tone. This is what he's saying. And Candace later questioned what provoked the reaction. But then Nick, on July 15th, he did a Rumble video, and he said it was a failed hit job. And what it's coming down to, Pat, is he's saying, what Nick is saying is he's been OG from day one. He's saying that Tucker, Candace, Milo, Charlie Kirk, a lot of this is stemming from their support of not only
That's actually kind of scary.
not all of them, but Israel, that he's saying,
Switch
because
here.
Candace obviously is not, pro-Israel.
GFI,
What?
let's
But
go.
But,
Newest team
he's
member.
saying that they're all their backing or their positive speaking power of JD Vance, because he has and this is another thing.
Great
Them
switch.
claiming that he might
Ooh,
be a
great
Fed,
intro.
not Candace, but the other ones are saying that he might be a Fed. He had receipts. He's like, if I'm a Fed, how am I on the no-fly list? How am I not being able to fly? And then he does a thing where he Googled Peter Thiel, because this is all.
He's doing the Alex Jones, and we do the hokey pokey, and we turn it all around. That's what it's all about. It's like, dude, how could I be them if this? It's like, okay, dude. If you're trying to get a bunch of people riled up to hate another group, which is not going to lead to anything positive, you're opposition. You're not on the side that I am of truth and bringing people together and love. Not no backhanded shit. Like, I think people kind of forget what controlled opposition is. That means they make these people very believable that they're opposition to the government and that they're rebels and that they're leading the opposition, but they're controlled. That's what the whole thing is. They're whatever you call it with the CIA. Can't even talk. The CIA, they do like the undercover bullshit, and they have people that are like provocateurs or like controlled opposition. There's no better way to say it. Like, I should be able to describe it better, but they basically create agents that seem like they're rebels, and they when the people are looking for a leader to talk back and to say how crooked things are and to point out how fucked things are, because things are obviously fucked, they put a couple of those people in place that don't give you the whole truth and a good solution. They just give you partial truths and keep you distracted and going along on a wild goose chase, and you never get any solution and you never really gain any traction, but you feel good. You're throwing mud and you're saying, oh, this is true, these people suck, these people suck, but are you really ever gaining any traction and getting out of the mud hole? So that's a clear sign of like someone who's like a controlled opposition. Do they really ever have any good solutions? And keyword good solutions. So that's a key thing. Let's see what they have to say.
Going back to Peter Thiel propping up JD
Bro, I've
Vance.
been hearing Peter Thiel's name all
upcoming
over
of
lately.
JD Vance, how they're kind of going against Trump, but then he showed, Rob, I sent you the clip.
Should I
Look at this.
switch?
Pat.
And
This is
allegedly,
no-
Peter Thiel was
look,
some sort of informant.
This is right here. This is on Business Insider.
I'll
Tech
have to get a
billionaire
level.
Peter Thiel was an FBI informant. Like, these are
closer to
just
a level.
facts.
On
So
who?
I
On
don't know.
who?
I think he
Rob,
was
do we
on
know on who?
foreign. I think it was on something about
This was
foreign.
during the
Peter
Who?
Thiel was the-
Vinny?
let me
Vinny,
quickly- I wanna
Vinny.
read that story, rapper. Peter Thiel wore many hats over
Vinny
the years.
who?
Silicon Valley founder, Trump mega donor, cryptocurrency, Brunson, Democrat. But there is yet another face to
Golly.
Thiel, one that has remained
He was
secret
reading
until
fast
now.
right there.
In the summer of 2021, Insider has learned that Thiel began providing information on the confidential human resource agency.
Dude, is this the guy who
Jonathan
reads
Momoa,
the
alleged
side
FBI
effects
agent
for
who
the new
specializes in
medications?
investigating political
I bet you, but David, I took really
corruption and
fast.
foreign influence campaign. Charles Johnson, a longtime associate of Thiel and a notorious figure in the far-right
Let's
movement that Thiel was
go.
subsidizing for a decade, told Insider in a statement that he helped recruit the billionaire as an informant by introducing him to Buma, a source with knowledge
tell me what to do, yellow.
relationship to the FBI, whose identity is
Friggin'
known to
guy.
the Insider, but who insisted on anonymity, corroborated Johnson's account, telling Insider that Johnson brokered a relationship between Thiel and Burma.
These Pokemon are a little weaker
Burma
than I
Insider
kind of
was
thought they
able
would
to
be.
confirm
I guess
that
I
an
was supposed to
additional
take
source
this
that
on
FBI had added Thiel to its former roster.
before
of
I went
registered informants.
to
Interesting.
So very, very interesting.
Seeing
So,
Willard, how do you
he's
say it?
pissed. Pat, he was furious because, mind you guys, I've watched
Well, I didn't
the
know
whole
that.
last 2 episodes, even a little bit
That would've
last
been great
night,
for my,
which was weird. At the end of it,
GFI to
'cause
power
it's
up.
kind of a longer clip. He says like, "I'll sit down with Candace. We should hash it out." So it's like it kind of flip flopping. But I think the good clip to play, Pat, would be the one where he's talking about JD Vance and where he came from and how this is all. That's one of the most angriest that
Rob.
he is
Go ahead.
about.
Enchilada. You want to know why they're so mad about my show? Not even from last Friday, but from the week before that. I'll give you a little spoiler alert. It has everything to do with the vice president. We are living in House of Cards right now.
I mean, he's ready to
JD
strike someone
Vance
down
went from
with his
being an
lightsaber.
unelected civilian in 2022 to a senator to the vice president in 24 to within 4 years potentially the
Hold
president
on.
of the United States.
Can y'all not see the very
That
top
is
of
some
my
serious House of
screen?
Cards shit.
No, yeah, hold on.
This
Let me
is a
adjust
guy
it.
that in 6 years has gone from never
This is some good info on JD Vance for any people that aren't aware. Why do I have it like that? Okay, there we go. Let's resize it now. Okay, that should be a little better. And let me do this too. Robbing us of real estate here. What a cheesehead. I can have the whole thing on there. Wow, I'm such a such a smooth operator. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Give me a second, folks. I was trying to change around some things earlier and I ended up we could do the same thing here. Get this in. Hold on. Okay. Okay. And then I guess having it off to the side honestly is not too terrible. So you can see. There we go. Okay. Sorry, folks. All right, that should be a little better though. We can see a little more of the video. I'm gonna go back about 30 seconds.
it has everything to do with the vice president. We are living in House of Cards right now. JD Vance went from being an unelected civilian in 2022 to a senator to the vice president in 24 to within 4 years potentially the president of the United States. That is some serious House of Cards shit. This is a guy that in 6 years has gone from never Trump author to potentially president of the United States. And he was empowered to get there by Peter Thiel, who designed the surveillance state itself, by Elon Musk, the richest man in the world who owns the platform X, and Tucker Carlson, who is maybe the most influential voice in Republican politics, courtesy of Rupert Murdoch, his former boss, and Rebecca
CNN,
Mercer.
and MSNBC.
Look, watch.
And I'll show you
Oh,
how
you
it all
confused race
comes
gang.
together at the end. I'm Zoe Barnes. What if there was a coup against the American government? What if there was a coup against the America First MAGA movement
for Cocoa
by
Puffs,
the
aren't
deep
you?
state to usurp and subvert Donald Trump and install a deep state puppet?
He is the deep state puppet.
Silicon Valley artifice who was nobody. And in 6 years, he'll be the heir apparent president from MAGA, president of the United States. And what if one guy stood against him?
You are such an Alex Jones Jr.
What if one guy who didn't take money from Peter Thiel? What if one guy who wasn't
always one
taking
cocksucker
support from Silicon Valley,
not like the
one
rest.
guy who's paying attention and is skeptical, what if one guy was calling that out? Well,
God, you're
he
so
get hit
gross.
with the Death Star laser.
Who's the one
That's
guy?
what's
Him?
happening to
He's
me.
he's
he's
I
the
mean,
guy?
I'm gonna
So-
give credit where credit's due, which I always do. He was Pat was the
Really?
first
Do,
one,
do, do?
and I know we changed because the
gonna
debate
give
and all
credit
that
due, it's
stuff
a-
that we
which do, which
changed.
I always do,
But Pat from the
do.
beginning was kind of like, I don't know about JD, and now when somebody actually breaks it down from Pat being a nobody to the vice president, and guys, I don't know, man. It's a that's what he's saying. This is what Nick
not
is saying
outspeeding.
about where the beef and why everybody's upset with him because he's calling this out.
Do you believe him?
I don't know, Adam. I don't know. Like,
I don't know what to do. I'm helpless. I don't know.
Piece things together, like connecting the dots, and you start to go, okay, came from nowhere. Peter Thiel funded him. He is where he is now. By the way, the rise to fame. It's like Obama. Like Obama came out of nowhere, and it was just like, yes, we can, and the change, and this and that. And what happened?
I
He
agree
became
with
the
that.
president.
It was
like
out of
that.
nowhere.
Yeah, because people voted for him.
Yeah, of course. But where did he come from? Like you
so-
have
In
to-
Nigeria, obviously.
No.
No,
but
you know what I
let me
mean.
I
just
hate
throw
that
out
I fly
the-
instead
the
of wing
dif- the
attack.
difference is,
No.
respectfully, Obama didn't come out of nowhere. He crushed
Oh, he
his
did.
DNC speech in 04.
Correct.
Exactly.
And it was known as the greatest speech, whether you're black or white or brown
Yeah.
or gay or straight or Republican or this.
I don't
And
believe
as
in
a
red
black- it's just
states
a-
or blue
Yeah.
states. I believe in the
that
United
was
States.
the day where you're like, the
course.
greatest speech given in the last 40 years of Democrats was Obama. And they're like, this guy's going to be the president. Easy, they take him in and he becomes the president of the United States. So, but to me, with this case going back and forth, Elon jumps in
Elon?
and supports.
It's Elon, not Elon.
That he
It's
might
not
be a
elongated
Fed.
cock.
Okay.
Yeah.
He calls Fuentes as a
Elon,
Fed.
not Elon.
And
Elon.
then Fuentes
Elon.
responds and says, "Oh, you're now in this as well."
Elon.
And to give credit
Maybe I'm
to
saying it fucked up. Elon. Elon.
Candace
Elon.
has been
I'm
critical
from
of
Iran.
Elon.
Elon.
So to me, it's kind of like so maybe he doesn't know
Is
that
Sheldon even
part
part
of it.
ice? I'm so busy
But
mocking him.
then
Nope,
saying,
I'm gonna
well,
die.
maybe you are.
Oh,
a Fed.
he didn't use water gun.
But
What
him
a
and
loser.
Milo had an exchange together where he's like, "Are you going on January 6th? Well, you may want to show. You have to show up."
I don't think
are
headbutt
the
kills
feds going to be?
here.
Feds are going to be there. So he's shown receipts. And remember, guys, 12 years ago, Milo was the guy that, not 12 years ago, yeah, probably 12 years ago. Milo was a
that is super
superstar.
effective.
Milo would go on Bill. Milo was
That's dead.
everywhere until some of the events that
And a
happened.
crit. Well, fuck off.
And I don't know. I don't know when I'm going back and forth. There's a couple things that's just very weird on some of the interviews that are happening. I said a few years ago when the alliance was being built and Elon, when Tucker went to X, and I said he made a
Excuse
great
me.
decision because Elon was retweeting.
Elon.
If you remember,
Yes.
his first 50 interviews or so, Elon retweeted.
Yep.
And if a 200 million account person retweets you and you have 1 million followers, it really means that you have 201 million followers. I don't know if you understand what I
This
just
is
said
not a
right
good
there.
matchup for us.
So what's more important? And if you remember Tucker, in the last 2.5 years, he went from having a couple million followers. Do you know how many followers Tucker has on X right now? Go look up Tucker's followers on X. I thought it was a brilliant move
It's
by
X,
Tucker
not
to go
X.
there. We made an
X.
offer to him. But he went there. If you look up Tucker Carlson, I think he's at 12 million followers,
Nice.
10 million followers. He's in the
16.
16.5 million followers.
Wow.
All because Elon kept retweeting this stuff and because he did the legwork of going to Russia, going to everywhere to do the interviews. He wasn't
I
waiting
wonder
for
if I should
people
go heel.
to come to him. So you got to give him credit on
This
that as well.
chick.
But right now, it's very
Oh,
interesting
she has a
what's going
gift.
on
Okay,
here.
well,
It's very interesting how some of this is being handled. Some of them
I don't think I
are,
really want to go heel.
taking it in a way where there's Israel involved, there's MAGA involved, it's Trump's fault, it's this, it's J.D. Vance, it's Peter Thiel, it's Elon, establishment, anti-establishment. But a lot of our young guys, and I always look at our young
Establishment,
guys when we do
anti-establishment,
podcast prep,
liar
just to
here,
kinda go
liar
with this, 'cause I know
there.
They follow the stuff more. I run 9 companies, guys. I'm in meetings all day.
I
So
run
I
9
can't be glued to the
companies.
screen seeing everything that's going
so
on. But we have
gross.
researchers who are, and the guys that were pro Candace and pro Tucker diehard for the last 2.5 years, in the last 2 weeks, are becoming more Nick now.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to
100%.
give names.
100%.
But I'm kind of like, they were complete. They're like, yeah, I don't know. He brought the receipts, and he did this, and he did that, and you know, the way he's doing it. Why are they targeting him now? Is it because he's not part of anybody? Because he's not getting money from anybody? Well,
All the bots that
he
need
went and
someone to
got money
follow.
from he went asked Thiel for money, but Thiel didn't give him money, and he's butthurt and all these conversations of what's going on. But if it's the younger people that are paying attention to who's doing what, everybody is playing. The Avengers are in many different ways, and there's like a massive war going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a civil war going on right now with not necessarily a Republican Party, to be honest with you. The way I'll put it is there's a civil war going on.
All the wannabe grifters and wannabe far right people who are like Paul, the guy I watched Pockets of the Future on YouTube, brought it up good. He says as more and more that the truth comes out, more and more of these Republican people or people on the right are dipping their toes in the truth or narratives and getting more and more in touch with the truth, but they're not all the way there. And they're just like, they're controlled opposition. They're going to give you part of the truth, like Alex Jones, and then 10% to make you look like a fool or throw you off the scent and not give you the full truth. So I don't know what I was kind of getting at with that, but what did I say that Paul said? Damn, I had a thread and I kind of lost it. Maybe I'll go back to this little trigger.
Massive war going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a civil war going on right now with not necessarily a Republican Party, to be honest with you. The way I'll put it is there's a civil war going on right now.
Oh, it's amongst all the people that are like still believing in the system but trying to get closer to the truth themselves. These are people they can believe in. So the people don't just get rid of everything and just go to a full-on truther perspective. These guys are like keeping them attached to the system. Oh, there's a little hope here, there's a little hope here. This guy didn't get bought out by Peter Thiel. This guy didn't do it. This guy's a truther that didn't get bought out. It's like ditch all the phony guys, and it's hard to see who's real or not, but the system keeps wanting to provide you with someone to say, oh, here, this is a guy you can follow. This is a guy you can follow. He's against us. It's like they really all are, and I can understand how it can be hard to find out who's really against the system or not, but, you know, these people are all deceivers, and it's kind of coming out, and they're kind of showing that more and more.
With conservative influencers on X, I wouldn't even say it's the Republican Party.
No.
I would say it's conservative influencers on X because the search for Epstein has dropped 89% in the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There is no interest in Epstein anymore. The interest has dropped dramatically. And this is CNN telling you this. Go ahead, Rob.
At least a political point of view, quickly turning into a dud of a story. What am I talking about here?
Which is wild.
Which is wild. Which is
this has been for
No,
3 weeks.
no one
Exactly.
cares
Take a
about
look here.
Epstein.
Google searches for Epstein down 89% versus just 3 weeks ago, falling through the floor. It is no longer the
don't
top
care.
term searched
You
alongside
can pause it right
Donald
there,
Trump's.
Rob. So what's the point? This is an X interest that led to Google and the power to X. There was, at one point, it was the most trending. 2.3 million people had used the word Epstein on X, and obviously made it very trending. So I think there's something going on the Republican,
There you go.
conservative, MAGA, America First debate on X that a lot of younger people are
They didn't take
following.
him out.
And there was a little bit of a...
Nice.
And also for the people that was extremely cool to be anti-Israel in the weirdest way, they are right now more, look, if I have to choose between Israel and Islam and Muslim and what they're doing to all these other places, I hate to say this, if it's between the two, I'm going Israel over that. And listen, all these guys, I've had them on. I'm in communication with many of these guys. I talked to most of them here, not all of them, most of them here. And I'll host Dave Smith. We've hosted Candace many times on election night. We've hosted, you name them, many of these. And who knows? Maybe in the future we'll have Nick on as well to have a conversation with them. But it's been a very interesting, specifically, Vinny, I would say it's been a very interesting last 3 weeks.
And Nick said it himself from his mouth. He's on a generational
Yes, it
run,
has.
and right now, I don't care what
No, he's
anybody
not.
says,
Fucking him.
he is freaking on
Do
fire.
you believe Nick though? I get a feeling that you believe
you know,
Nick.
you know what it is, Pat? Because name the person
just
that,
another
that
person for you
can't
to
even be on
believe
YouTube.
in.
Can't be on YouTube because of the stuff that he says.
That's the thing,
they
too.
froze his bank account. I guess he had like
when they ban people, it just pushes more people towards them, and the people that support him just dig in their heels more. Dude, he's just yet another person to believe in. Like Alex, he's just another Alex Jones, basically. That's the best way I can put it.
$100,000 in an account. They froze him. He's at the Capitol. He wasn't. They made it seem like he was running into the Capitol. He was
Nice,
on
Red Candy.
the grounds where you can do it. And I'm just saying, like, and regardless of what
We'll just
that
keep that in the
stat
tuck.
says,
First one of the
89%
game,
down.
too. It's like, damn.
If it's so not, it's a
Stingy
nothing burger.
bastards.
They keep pushing because they want us completely to forget about it. Pat, why is Comer saying that Bill Clinton's a prime suspect? And they're investigating. They're still digging
wait.
deep and
That's
looking
the
for
way I
people
went
to
already.
get
We'll
Just
get
the way I
there.
would
We'll
go.
get there in a minute. But Rob, somebody told me that Nick did open up his potty mouth.
Yeah, do you want to?
Did he?
Yes, he did.
What do you do?
Nick, well, you have to see.
Rob,
yeah.
did they edit this? Is this what you guys?
This is the edited
But
version.
what part is it? We can't play the whole 4 minutes. Can you go to the part where it's like,
Here it comes.
you know, PBD tells me whatever, because I think Humberto or one of the guys showed me that 10
can I
seconds.
while he's looking for it,
Yeah.
can I, with all due respect, and you got to give credit where credit's due, he goes crazy. He cusses at Candace. He goes after Charlie. He's no hold but Milo, Tucker. He craps on all of them. And in that rage, whenever your name comes up, he goes, and PBD, Patrick Bet-David, PBD podcast. It's like the fire calms, and then he goes back. Look at
The
this. Look at
night
this.
is
Look
still
at
young.
Look
Do
at
we
this.
have this?
Look at
Go
this
ahead.
screen. Go ahead.
Played, Rob. Played.
I am America first. You are not. You're not even American.
Who isn't?
And to the extent that you are, you're
Candace
a traitor.
and Elon.
That's the last word on that.
No, it's not.
That's the show. Who is the Fed? Will the real federal agent please stand up? Who is it? Who's the real federal agent?
I mean, he just sounds like Alex
Elon,
Jones.
Peter Thiel, J.D. Vance, Tucker, and George Farmer, the son of the head of the Alliance of Christians and Jews in the UK?
Everyone but you, I guess.
Or the realest you know? Patrick Bet-David said, why do you say the N-word? It's to show people I'm real. Why do you roll out
I'm
of
as
bed
real
at
as
3
it
a.m. and
gets.
do a
Here's
show?
my N-word.
Why do you
Fire
say
away.
you're going to have hate sex with
You know-
Candace Owens? Why do you say...
You know it's crazy. You can pause that here. Here's the thing that you know, of course he's passionate.
crazy.
He's 26. He's doing his thing. You know, if he would not use
Nice.
5 words, they would play his clips on mainstream and would introduce him to a new audience.
Nope.
Yes,
Yes, they would. Yes,
Adam,
they would, Adam.
Let me tell you,
Yeah, they
you're
would.
saying nope. You're saying nope. There's a lot of nopes you have to bite your, tongue right now. When you said nope, Trump won't win in 2016. Nope, Trump won't win in 2024. Nope, a lot of nopes have become yups.
Okay.
A lot of nopes have become
How much
yups.
you want to bet Nick Fuentes is never going to be played on mainstream
If
media?
he's that, he
don't
didn't
do
say
that
that
to yourself.
He
Listen,
didn't say that. He's saying
oh,
if he,
by the
let's
way,
play the bet. Let's make a
don't
bet.
don't do that to yourself.
Okay.
Don't
Listen,
do that to yourself,
I had a-
Adam.
$1 million, PBD.
Don't do that to
let me-
yourself, Adam.
Listen,
I'm actually
it
not
is
joking.
more
Let
Pat finish,
likely.
let Pat finish.
It is more likely
You don't want to bet against me
that
and
mainstream's
BB.
going to play his clips if they haven't already. Than Trump winning the Nobel.
Flag
Peace
Siren's
Prize.
not a good matchup for
It
us.
is more likely that they're going to play his clips. But the only
If
thing
they're going to
he-
do a hit job on him,
he-
yes, they'll play his clips.
But that's part of playing his
Yeah.
clips. By the
Okay.
way, guess
Well-
what?
Well, okay.
No, it's not. Okay, what do you mean? Okay.
okay.
A part of it is he has to realize that he has play offense, give your arguments, have the receipts, go do your thing, all of that stuff. But man, he has to have a quote like right underneath his iPad. I have met the enemy at his eye, Alexander the Great. He's his own enemy in certain areas. Because, as you're going up and you make enemies with everybody, you have to find ways to build some alliances.
Yep.
There is a huh?
What do you mean not possible? He has a line.
No. Hang on. Let me just make my point. And you can say whatever you want to say. But as you're going up and you're moving up, this is sincere feedback to all of them. It's not
go.
even just any one of them. Dana just closed a $7.7 billion deal with Paramount. Dana 20 years ago went to Spike and gave them $10 million to show UFC. Did you understand what I just said right there? You go to Spike. I don't even know what Spike is.
I
UFC goes to Spike or was. Can you type in
TV,
Rob?
bro.
Can you type in Spike UFC 10 million on Google? Spike UFC 10 million. If you go Spike UFC 10 million, I want to say he offered them 10 million bucks 20 years ago. Right there. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. UFC pitched Ultimate Fighter to several networks, but none of them were interested until Spike TV came along. However, Spike wouldn't air it until UFC paid the production costs. So the Fertitta brothers and Dana White invested $10 million to get the show on Spike. And now he just got $7.7 billion over a 5-year deal. I think it's 5 or 10 years. I don't know what the number is. I think it's 7 years or 5 years, one of the two. How? You got to, like, if your plan is long term, you need to have a little bit of a better approach towards building, not alliances, but, you know, 7.7 over 7 years, 1.1 per year. Yeah. You have to do a little bit of a better job building alliances.
I'm guessing we were supposed to go up the tower before we went across the ocean
Trump.
and battle Chuck, but
What
oh well,
if Trump
here we
doesn't
are.
support Dana? What if Dana didn't build that relationship? He loses that opportunity.
Hopefully
I
we're
just
strong
think
enough
a
for
little bit
Jasmine.
of it, it's
All right,
just
I'm done with you,
a
PBD.
little bit of business sense. Like, go
That's a little bit of political for this stream. Let me know. Hold on. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the topics that we're covering and kind of, let's see. Maybe if y'all have any ideas for covering that stuff more extensively later or any other topics y'all want to see me cover. But for now, I guess let's get into the gym battle. And we've been going for about 40 minutes. So what did I promise for this one? I said we would do the Lighthouse Challenge, battle Jasmine, and then battle some of the traders on the way to Price. Hopefully we can beat Jasmine relatively easily. There's no gym trainers, so we'll save the game. We have a nice full team, which we rarely would at this point. We're going to start with Muscle, and we have GFI and Slim Thug in the cut. Not really a good matchup for us. Do we have anyone that can learn Fire Punch? No, we could teach Slim Thug Ice Punch though at this point. I don't think that's gonna help us in this fight like at all. But we bought it, we might as well teach it. Is this time to get rid of Curse? We've like never used it. So yeah. If he was a physical attacker, I might keep it. Okay. I don't think that's going to help us for shit. Dig would help. I wonder if we should give that to Machamp. I don't see why not. I could give it to Godzilla. Decisions. Godzilla gets Earthquake, but not till like when he evolves. I think for the sake of this battle, I'm gonna give it to him. I think I can buy another dig later. I'm overload kick, get it out of my face. Even though it might be good for Steelix, I can't. I don't like the variable damage type of thing. What else? Fire Punch. I really don't want to teach that to any. Well, let's see. I don't want to teach it to Machamp. He's the only one that can learn it. Or Machoke rather at this point. All right. Let's save up. All right. Let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness. I'm so stupid. I gotta go back up. All that. I gotta go back up to the lighthouse and give her the medicine. Duh. I walk in there already. She's not even there. I'm like, what the hell? I go to the left, you retard. I had some Johnny Canales in me. Damn it, boy. Okay. Oh. All right. Yikes. All right. Cool. Let's go. I feel like I almost should have taken her on first, but this is just not a good matchup for me overall. See what happens. Oh my goodness. I got my choke to help for Tyranitar in the end game and to also help for this fight and Price before the Tyranitar. So let's see if he can do his duty, make us proud. We ready? Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's see how many Pokemon she has. Goodness, she has 5 Pokemon? Dude, I hope. I really hope that she does not have. Dude, I don't even know what to say. I think she has every one of everything. Probably has a Scizor, Steelix, Magneton. But holy fuck me in the booty. I need to get a loss counter up there real quick. Let me hold on. Let me do this. How does that look? See, let me check it on my phone real quick. Give it a second. I'm going to hold on. If it changed anything. I guess it's hard to see. I almost want to just do the yeah, it's not changing. Hmm. Come on. Why isn't it changing? The background should be more solid. Hmm. Still not doing. I don't know. Whatever. How does it look on screen? You can barely see it. I wanted to have a solid background. It's so annoying. Oh, that's not for the background. That's just for the thing total. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. There we go. The other thing was just Aki's. Okay. That makes sense. Now we're doing better. Give it a second to show up on stream and see how it looks. It's kind of just in a weird spot overall, though. Here's what I'm going to do. How about that? There we go. Now you can see it a lot better. All right, let's see. I'm going to wait for it to come through on the stream, and then I'm going to twist one, and then we'll get back to it. For anyone who's wondering or cares, I lost twice to the rival. Once when you're trying to leave Azalea Town after you do the slowpoke stuff and battle the gym leader. When you try to leave town, he'll challenge you. I lost that one, and then I challenged him immediately again without doing any grinding or changes. I just swapped around my team order because I knew what order his team was going to be in, and I won. The second time I lost was in the Burn Tower in Ecruteak City to my rival again. Same type of scenario, though. I switched the team around, went right back and beat him. And then my third loss, which is honestly my most shameful. The rival I expect is going to be a little bit of a challenge, especially. Sorry for bumping the mic. But I expect the rival to be a little bit of a challenge in a ROM hack. But the other Pokemon trainer that beat me, that surprised me, and Smith, to his credit, did upgrade some of the Pokemon and their moves and their stat viability and stuff like that. So that's what makes this game more fun and more Pokemon usable and better and more playable. So I appreciate it. But saying all that to say, I got knocked out by a random Corsola, who I just had terrible matchups against. I don't remember what happened to Slowking, but that's not a good matchup for him. That was not a good matchup for my Houndour that I had just added as the newest member of the team. Not a good matchup for Larvitar. And who's our other member? I should know this by now. Zubat. Oh yeah, because he has rock move to take care of Zubat. There's really no good move that I have with Slowbro, and I don't remember how he got rid of me. And then Larvitar, and then at that time Houndour were like just sitting ducks against it. So that forced me to go back, and one of the reasons I went back and got Machop, now Machoke. All right, saying all that to say, we are now in the battle with Jasmine. We got the total losses count kind of on the side. Maybe I should put it up high underneath the banner. Or above my name. Or above my camera. Yeah, I think one of those two to really draw your eye to it more. I'm going to go ahead. Let me make this real last change real quick. See how that looks. Do I want it? Further down? Nah, I'll leave it where it is, I guess. I might have to get this edit in a different scene for my normal one, but I'll do that later on the side. All right, let's get back into it. Oh, wow. I guess she figured I was going to try to go fighting to counter. Boo. Well, I'm not sacrificing my main strategy for this gym right off the top. I'm going to go back into, I think, Godzilla, because my main reason I wanted to play him was worrying about, oh, a Steel Wing could still take him out. I'm going to go into GFI. Ooh, and she's level 35. Wow, I just now saw that. I am gonna lose this. Maybe. I'm gonna go with the Thunder Wave. She outsped Swagger. Yes. Nice. Um, I think this is the play. Hopefully he is paralyzed. Okay. I can take that. Cool, cool, cool. It did way more than I wanted to, though. I should outspeed because he's paralyzed. Oh my goodness, that did nothing. And that's going to kill. Mommy, 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 me not having a fire starter here makes this jam harder than it usually is. And that's why I was going to add Hound to her. So he has Drill Peck and he has Steel Wing. Drill Peck, Steel Wing. Hopefully he doesn't have anything that can really mess me up. Our new move, Ice Punch, which is neutral, I think. Yeah. Okay, he keeps trying to do Swagger, which I really don't want to hit myself. It's like, don't punch yourself, don't punch yourself, or whatever. Don't hit yourself, don't hit yourself. Stop hitting yourself is what it is. Boy, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, I don't want to hit myself. I've done pretty good. I have one guy out, though, and I haven't even got his first guy out, so I'm not doing too good. Damn, that paralysis kicking in would be clutch. Nice. That might kill. He is such a high level, too, dude. I don't... Am I supposed to... Is there trainers that I missed that I'm supposed to go battle? I wonder if you're supposed to go do, like, the whole rocket arc before you battle either her or Price. I'm paying the price. Dude, that... I've outsped a few times, but it has not really been paralyzed many times. Oh, you withdraw, do you? Well, fuck off. I should have read that and went with Surf. I'm going to lose, dude. Look how high level they are. It's retarded. I'm sore. Pause. Oh my goodness. He's going to kill me here, though. I mean, no matter what. I hate him. Fuck. Clutch having 2 surf users. He outsped me? He is so much a higher level, though. Good, decent tankiness, though. I do not want to take this L. That's so lame. It does not seem like I've been going an hour. Oh, how many Pokemon does she have left? 3? This is where Muscle can actually do something. She has Skarmory, Magneton, Steelix. I'm expecting a Scizor, and I don't really know who else. Would I go for Dig here? Shoot out speed? No, I don't. Thank goodness he missed. This should be a one-hit KO. Super effective. I have a pretty good attack. I think the move is 80 base power. I don't think there's anything she can do except for switch out into like Scizor or something. Nope. Oh, I think Corsola is her 5th. Which is part of the reason I also got Muscle, so that's good. Oh, it could have killed. Karate Chop will do good. Oh, that's going to do good no matter what. Oh, okay. I think it does neutral damage. It might kill. Oh, just good old neutral damage. I should outspeed because I'm not paralyzed. Karate Chop no matter what. Yeah, sick. Yes, that paralysis paid off. Dude, I'm severely underleveled here. Oh, man. Scizor, I don't have anything for this. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this at all. Batgirl maybe can do some damage. I'm just maybe. I'm hurt. Fuck off, Scissor. Hurt. Sludge, I don't think even works. We go bite or fly. Bite. That did like nothing. Oh, I'm scared. Best case scenario is you hurt yourself. I desperately need fire. Oh my lord. That was That was just straight up, no crit, no nothing. Hurt yourself. It's gonna miss anyway, but hurt yourself would have been cool. That does nothing. Okay, more than something. Confused no more. Yeah, I'm gonna get beat to hell. What am I supposed to do in this battle? I'm definitely gonna lose. Frig, Leahy. I don't have a good answer for Scizor. Psybeam or Surf? Surf, I guess. That's super effective. Gross. This might be one of the hardest battles of the game right here. For this team that I have, at least. 4th loss right here. Unless I can get a dig. That's not going to do much. Maybe like half. We're so low leveled. Wow, that just destroyed me. He did have a sword dance in, though. That's our 4th fucking loss. Wow, so lame, dude. So lame. Ah! I don't know how we're going to beat him. Houndour obviously would be clutch, but I don't want to have to grind him up. This chick. What am I going to do? Her Pokemon were so high level. I was pretty in line with Chuck. But damn, who am I supposed to battle? Like, I'm caught up. Who am I supposed to battle? I was caught up. I still am. Like, what the fuck? Godzilla's like no help. The Houndour is a level 19. Hers are at level, they're higher than mine though already. So it's like not only do I have to catch it from level 19 up to like almost 30, hers are 35. So I would really have to get it like 15 levels. That's a little much. Batgirl and Godzilla are basically like useless for that fight. I can't teach Godzilla Fire Punch, can I? That would be a little interesting. I don't think so. Because I don't, even if he could learn it, which would be sick, I can't see Pupitar using Fire Punch. That'd be sick. Damn it. Well. I wish there was a fighting move I could teach him. That'd be clutch. Damn, man. I don't even know where to train up and grind. Let's go collect this item from this girl over here and maybe she'll battle me. That's nothing, though, literally. I don't mind this game being a little harder with the level curve. Okay, not bad. Can she give you any stone or just the Thunderstone? Nice. I appreciate that. Her main problem is the Scizor, and I need a fire move. Like, bad, dude. I wonder... even if I put Buddy on the team, where am I gonna train? I don't want to take another L either. I hate using a Pokemon on a team for one battle too, and then like just putting him back in the box and not using him. I mean, I could, but to me, for some reason, I always found that it's kind of lame. I guess I could go beat up on a lot of people over here and get my team up some levels, go beat Price. Should I save that for next episode, though? We've been going at it an hour. Joey, when'd you get in here? I can't see how old your chat is. I just got beat down by friggin' Jasmine, dude. Her Pokemon are like a good 5 levels ahead of my team. I don't know where to grind, really. Pause, no Diddy. Oh yeah, he just got in the chat. Yeah, I just got beat down by Jasmine. Pretty limp. The fire thing is huge for her. I guess that could be my 6th team member. I was kind of wanting to run a pretty solid 5. The thing is, after this, am I ever going to need him again? I mean, an extra poke is an extra poke. I just don't want to share all that experience if I don't need him. I could try to just throw him on the team right now as is and run it, but I don't want to add another loss just trying that. Let's see what he knows. Let's see what he knows. If he knows Flame Wheel, then maybe. Or if he can learn it. But if not, then it's going to be kind of eh. He's level 19. Also, when does he evolve? Probably close to 30 or so. It might not be that late, though. I hate this that I have to grind. Yeah, I know he knows Ember. He has a pretty high special attack, though. Let me see when he learns a decent move. This is so lame. So lame, so lame, so lame, so lame. Okay. He learns Flame Wheel at 22, Feint Attack, which doesn't matter to us, at 30, at 39, Flamethrower, and 40 Crunch. So he learns really good moves by 40 if I were to go far with him. When does he evolve? Excuse me. Oh, 24. Wow. And when did I say he learned Flame Wheel? The same level, I believe. I mean, I feel like I almost have to push him 5 levels at this point. Pulling up everything but what I need. 22. Yeah, I feel like I have to get him up to like level 24 now and evolve him and I'll have Flame Wheel. I feel like yeah. Because he can outspeed pretty much everything on her team, even if he's severely underleveled. And then against Scizor, he's like, it's just like a must. Like there's nothing else like Fire, which gets 4 times. There's just nothing compared to it. So I'm gonna do. I feel like I don't want to grind my team up by grinding him up, which it's probably not gonna raise the rest of my team that much. and then make the rest of the rockets and the rest of the people just a breeze, which I don't think they will be because the league's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be over leveled, so I guess I can just put that fear out of my mind. Let's put GFI at the front. He's the one that needs the most levels. And then after that, Godzilla for dang sure, and obviously Cerebrus is the one we're trying to level up. I want to get him to at least 24, at least. So I'm gonna go through here and explore. These are places I would never normally go. This is where I grinded up my Machoke with a few good levels off camera. I just had the XP share on him, and I was going in here with some of my other pokes, Larvitar and Slowpoke, and kind of just beating these guys down. Let's see. What's up, Flexathon? What you up to? You still in there? You like the if you're still in there, you like the losses counter? And then I also have a, I don't know, it's kind of a small change, so it might be hard to notice, but the where there's smoke, hopefully that knocks him out. I don't want to do it like an earthquake or a mud shot or a magnitude. The where there's smoke banner doesn't have a background to it now, so it looks a little more clean. This is probably a good little battle. This is a trainer I probably would just skip by normally. I never really explored these caves over here during my normal playthrough of Gen 2. Cool. I wasn't even paying attention. I don't think we gained a level. Oh, we did. Sick. Oh, and it's not that much to gain a level, just 1200. Man, I really don't want to lose, so I wonder what's the magic level. I have no clue where I'm going. I almost want to pop a repel and do some exploring, and then I can grind at the end, but that's what I was when I was trying to get a few levels for GFI on the ocean part, and I kind of wanted to battle the wild pokes and the trainers. It was hard for me, like, do I just pop a repel and battle all the trainers and then just go back and forth and battle as many wild Pokemon as I can take at the very end? Or do I just kind of, as I'm surfing, battle wild Pokemon as I go and save the repel and kind of do a mixture of both? But it makes it harder to explore when every little bit you're getting bumped into about wild Pokemon. I think this puts us out. Oh, I thought that put us out at the back out at the on the route, like outside the cave. I didn't know this was another room. I also need to pay attention to what kind of experience I'm getting from each Pokemon, because some of them are probably not going to be wasting a move on. I only have 10 more surfs after this. The animations for surf in this game is so cool. He gives us 135. Not bad. 135 each. I think this puts us back out on the route for sure. Yeah. Let me pop a repel, kind of explore. We got plenty of them. Okay, I think this is I think there's like 3 entrances to this cave all along the route lower that goes over to Mahogany. I think this is the further what am I trying to say? The furthest most right. I feel like I've messed that up so bad. The most right exit. There we go. The outer door. Okay, I thought this thing went deeper. Okay. Oh, pause. I think this guy gives you a tie rogue if you beat him, which I don't. I think you have to have an open spot in your party. I don't really want to run tie rogue right now, and it's not that hard to find this guy anyway. What am I thinking? Spark or Surf? I want to use Surf, but I want to conserve the power points, so I'll use Spark. Hopefully it'll still kill. I don't think it will though. No, hell no. Wow. I didn't know his special defense was that high. Yeah, yo. Hopefully he gets paralyzed. Yeah, I got another L. He definitely made the gym leader stronger. Did you see the banner, Joey? Nice. I need another. I need Ice Beam. Even though it wouldn't help against these guys. Oh, I didn't mean to use Surf. Yeah, fuck off, Joey. I was talking about the Where There's Smoke banner. It doesn't have a background to it now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to show off and I messed up my video. Damn it. Damn it. Ah, yeah, I played myself. Yeah, the Where There's Smoke banner. I was trying to show off and be cool, and now my video's off. I hate that. Okay, hold on. So lame. I hated that. Maybe put it overhead on top of the total run. What, the Where There's Smoke? Hold on, let me fix this thing first. I fucked it up. Like a cheese ball. Sorry, anyone that's watching the stream. Sorry, Joey. Alright, hold on. Let me fucking... I think that looks good. Hmm. Okay, I'll try that. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. It's hard to make it fit good, Joey. Unless I just do this. There's no undo in here, which would be helpful sometimes. I guess that's okay. I get what you're saying. Just move this all the way over. Or at least a lot more over, like that. Maybe do one more thing and then we'll get back to it. This is kind of getting a little tedious. There we go. All right. There we go. I guess that's a little better. A lot of work. Little result, but whatever. All right, let's get back to it. Well, what the hell I was doing here. I might end off the stream soon and do a little bit of this grinding off camera because I know this is kind of boring for people watching. We'll see if there's a few more trainer battles. Then if not, we'll see what's up. Oh yeah, you have to come back, but I don't really care about that. Like I was saying earlier, if I do want to come back, he's not hard to find. Where's the waterfront areas in this cave? Yeah. Pop another patty, 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 pal. Get in that freaking stair. This is where I came earlier. Nothing up here. Nothing here. Huh. Well, I guess I've explored all I can. I feel like I'm missing like a huge part. Have I gone up here? That's where the karate guy was, right? Huh. Where else am I missing? Can I go over here? No. That's how small this. No, there's something else I'm missing. Well, let me check out how the stream looks on my phone real quick. It does look pretty good. Not bad. All right. Let's see. Man, I don't know. I guess I might end off the stream here like I was saying. Damn, man. It's kind of lame. I kind of want to see what level the next trainers are, like if they're way higher. or if they're like low and you're supposed to be beating up on them to get some levels. Did I hold on. There might be a key battle that I've went too far and I can't do it still, but the spot made me think of there's a battle I can do over here against that guy who's chasing Suicune, and he's not a bad guy to get some. He's probably similar level to level I'm at right now and get some good experience points on him. Forgot about that. That'll be good to capture on stream. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Is he up here? Yeah, boy. Hop, hoppity, hip hop around. Here comes this loser. Let's go. What are we looking at here? 3? Perfect matchup. Yeah, right around the same level I am. Perfect little XP boost right here. Don't really care about that. Nice. Hypno. I'll stay in. So ugly. Gross. A physical, like a good bite would maybe Pupitar would be good to. Oh no. Please wake up. I'm not just gonna leave him out there again. So fuck off. He'd probably go with something else. Nope, he didn't. Eh. No, no. Nice. I did more. And, well, not as much as I would want. Oh, thank goodness. Come on, get a flinch or something. Ooh. Was that just a higher roll? I thought that was a crit, maybe. No. Dude, that's all he has. Come on, wake up, baby. Come on, wake up. Yes. Thank goodness he didn't heal that much. Flaffy. Because it's such a weak move. I wish it would have upped that power of that move. Or given Larvitar magnitude would have been so nice. Especially like level 30 or 32. Something. To get you to those hard levels. I guess I could have taught him dig. Oh! He's missing everything though because of Mud Slap. So can't hit on that. I think I still had to teach Godzilla that. He didn't naturally learn it. That was a really good move early on for him. All right. That was a good battle and a good little experience gain. Oh, he lowered the evolution point. Yes. I am not mad at that, baby. Sick, dude. I was just talking about things he could have done. He definitely helped me out there. He lowered the level of evolution by 1. Sick. Captured that on stream because I didn't know. I would have been grinding and that would have happened. So we beat Isun or Isween or however the hell you say his name. Godzilla evolved. Look at that sick sprite. See if we got a decent. Oh yeah, our stats are looking a lot more decent now. Nice. So cool. Now everyone on the team has evolved at least once except Houndour, but he evolved super early and we haven't been using him. So we're gonna go heal up. That's probably where I'm gonna end off the episode. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate Mr. Joe Games for tuning in, giving me a little advice on the camera angles and the where to put the title and stuff like that. I think it looks a lot cleaner now. And might have to save this little setup for ROMs exclusively. And yeah. Hold on. Do it right now. So I'll just play on that from now on, and then I'm gonna go back and in my main one, which y'all can tell no difference. But in my main one, I'm gonna put my you know what? We'll see. We'll see next time. I'll play around with it, I guess. Yeah, I can do that off stream as well. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I got the team healed up. We'll do a. Let me pull up the damn ROM here. We got sidetracked big time. All right. Let's see. So we got GFI level 28. We got Godzilla who just evolved level 30. We got Muscle who evolved last episode. We got Slim Thug who evolved a couple episodes ago. We got Batgirl who evolved a couple episodes ago. I think he was last episode actually, Slim Thug, and then Batgirl a couple episodes ago. And now I got Cerebrus. One more level for Flame Wheel, and then 3 more levels for Evolution. And we probably want to have him in high 20s along with the rest of the team before we take on Jasmine again, because I do not want to lose again. I didn't mean to go to stats. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I'll probably end the stream off here. Next time you see me, we will be facing off against Jasmine, and then we will be going and battling Price and the Rockets. So I'm gonna grind up a little bit, and appreciate everyone. And maybe I'll see y'all on an overall stream later tonight after Big Brother. But if not, maybe later on in the week we'll do another, like a what I call a newscast, or just kind of, you know, where I cover topics and, you know, do our usual thing here at Where There's Smoke. So I'll see y'all soon on another overall newscast, and probably another playthrough of this soon as well. Probably one of each before the week is up. So appreciate y'all, and until then, y'all take care, and I appreciate y'all.